Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Off the Tracks Monday. I'm your host, Trackside Mike. My co-chair James is off, and he's had other things he had to do tonight. So tonight, I'm doing a 300 subscriber giveaway for all those that entered onto the short I did. Appreciate it. And I'm supposed to have a special guest tonight, so it's going to be an exciting show. Thanks for everybody coming out. And I'll go through the participants that are on. I'm just going to pull that up. We got 187 scale HO, steel mill modeling, Angela Crawford, Anthony Dodge, CP368, Crazy J, Derail Darrow, Don Hennessy, Go V or Go Home, Great Lakes Rail Division, Joe Rader, Black Rock and Central. Ooh, that just jumped. John Benecki, Curly Express, M&M Rails, Modern Model Trains, New Haven and N Scale, something Rail Fan. Oh, the chat's just going up there. Oh, you got Possum Bayou, Rail Artist is in the chat. Rick's Railroad, Schuylkill River Valley John, Sean Pennywise, Short Rail, Stormy Sky Productions, High Plains Drifter, Thomas Grassy, myself, Wigwag, and if I missed anyone, I apologize. So thanks for coming out to another exciting show. So I don't know if everybody's seen, but a little bit of a giveaway stuff tonight. Kind of show you what I got. I got some trucks and stuff. Couple of HO trucks and stuff from OVR. And I already got your names in the wheel of names, so it makes it easier, right? That's kind of why I did that contest that way. If you went on that short and left a comment, I knew who was my subscriber, and I just added your name into the wheel of names. Makes it easier instead of doing it on the live, because what are we at? 42. Ooh, 42 in the chat. That's crazy. We got a Sue line. Plus, don't worry, people that are in the chat, I got stuff for you too. So everybody's going to go home with something. Sue line, HO scale, Fox Valley. We got Train Works, transport trucks, Union Pacific. Then I didn't leave you end scalers out. We got Chelsea System, 40-foot boxcar. The boxcar door opens. So that's pretty cool. And Southern Pacific. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry for the glare. Good old computers, but Southern Pacific boxcar. And then I got a couple OVR gift certificates. You shop online. And yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. Just, an hour or two or whatever. I do have some of these swag, some Trackside Mike coffee cup holders that go in your vehicle, or you can do whatever you want with them. Gonna get some stickers made next year. And I have some OVR track gauges, business card. It's got the wheel gauge for HO and that scale. So yeah, thought I'd do that. We've been snowed in for the last couple days, I guess, before Christmas. Highways are closed. So I figured, well, I might as well put I'll change my camera. And I put the plow on the train. Got to have the sound. Got a couple DH. Dash 9s here with the old Mr. Plow on the front. Here, dispatch talking to them there. Tracks are covered. If I missed anybody chat, sorry about that. We'll go back through here in a minute. But as you can see, working on the water scene back here. So lots been going on in the last couple days. Get some work done on here. I can show you the camera here. Far I can go. But I got all that poured in there, the riverbed. And got some rocks up. Still lots of work to go. But I got to keep working on that other corner in the other room. So I can connect this layout into the other layout, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Everybody's still saying hi to each other. Right on. Yeah, so kind of off the tracks, you can kind of see I got StreamYard duck at the corner. That's because I'm on James's StreamYard. He set up a thing for off the tracks Monday and mine, but I went and set up this live, and all of a sudden I'm on his. I'm like, oh boy. Thanks, Corey. Slowly but surely she's coming. But yeah, I'm off this week. So I'm hoping to get a lot more done in the other room. I might even slide the computer and stuff into that where you could see. I'll show you that after. What's High Plains Drifter saying? With DC engines, can you make them DCC, or does it have to be DCC ready? That is a good question. Well, what's Tim saying? Just take some solder. There you go. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate that. Everybody's still saying hi. What do we got here? Nice. Whoops. Geez, that chat went fast. Dave had something there. He can do something, but then I lost it. Where'd you go, Dave? See if I can get back to the comment. Where'd you go? There you go. You can convert DC to DCC. Good stuff. That's what this community is all about. Helping each other out. Yeah, I do have a couple decoders. I have one engine that doesn't have sound. I was going to test my luck into putting an ECU into it. Excuse me. Hey, John Manicki, how you doing? Thanks for coming out. Who else did I miss in the chat? Derek Alexander, Diamond Master 2.0, finalized trains. Frank, still Steeler fan. Hey, Frank, thanks for coming out. John Manicki, John, Corey, Nathan DeLay. I'm just seeing who else I missed in the last little bit. High Plains Drifter. Good little chat going on tonight. 22:45 in the chat, 22 likes. All right. And there's a little one barking. Yeah, so it's kind of what I had in store for tonight. Just kind of you guys' appreciation for, getting to me where I am. And figured, why not? Day after Christmas. Might as well share with everybody or show appreciation. There you go. For some reason it said this page on my YouTube wasn't responding. So still waiting for the guest. He got tied up on the phone. I'm not sure. What do you guys want to do? Wheel of names? We could do that while I wait for my guest. Do one prize. And there we go. You guys see that all right? Oh. Must have meant something, but I already said something there. Very colorful, yeah. So as long as everybody could see that. Sean, can you see my screen? Sean Pennywise. We got OVR in the chat. Nice. Okay, let's spin the wheel. See what the first prize is. Who gets the first prize? Oh. Yeah, I can see it. I'm looking at it on my phone. Okay, so let's spin the wheel. First prize. Holy mackerel. Curly Express. Congratulations. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. There you go. So we'll take Curly out of the draw. We'll stop sharing there for a minute. So we'll go back to my main screen here, my main camera. What did he win, Joe says? Well, Curly's HO. So since he was the first one to win, I'll give him a choice. Do you want the trucks and stuff? Or would you like the Sioux line? We'll wait for Curly to tell us what he likes. Gonna cost a lot for postage. Yeah, it will. But that's I'm not worried about it. And that's only because you're not a monetized channel. You can't do super chats, but that's okay. I'm at 300 and we'll ship her out. What's Curly saying? He wants the Sioux line. Okay. There you go, Curly. You got the Sioux line. Actually. Yeah, so congratulations. Oh, Mike's. He wants my mustache. I'm trying to grow a beard. I'm off for a week. Let the goatee grow. Hey, Don. Don Hennessy in the chat. Thanks for coming out, Don. Mike, can you take me off the list, please? Why, you want off the list? What's the 70s? I must miss something. It's not as easy without your co-host, because he can watch the chat. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do? Hey Jeff, the railroad enthusiast, how you doing? Thanks for coming out. You guys want to do another prize? That was kind of fun. All right, let's share the screen again. Still waiting for my guest to pop up. Unless he's got the wrong link, but I haven't seen the message. Let me check my phone. He says he's waiting, but I think he's in the wrong link. Try the other link. Off the tracks Monday. Hang on, folks. Good thing we got this premium YouTube. I could keep watching and look at the chat. There we go. All right. Technology here, folks. Technology in the works. So let's do another. Hey, Mom and Son. Thanks for coming out. Let's do another draw. Share the screen. Spin the wheel. Oh, Derek Alexander. Congratulations. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen for a minute. And I'm going to bring up my guest. I got a guest in the basement. Just remember, go to my homepage and on the About. That's my email address on there. Click on it. Get a hold of me. Send me your address so I can ship this out to you. within this week or the new year. And I'm going to bring my special guest up. Hello.
Hey, Trackside Mike.
What's going on, Mr. Lauren James?
Doing good on Boxing Day.
Good on
Uh,
Boxing Day. Survived?
yeah, we had a family gathering yesterday, and we got a small gathering tomorrow. So yeah, where you want to go, Mike? We can talk new pictures. We can talk Christmas Day announcements. Wherever
Christmas Day
you're.
announcements. Let's start there.
All right, I'm gonna
What's
share
coming
my
down the pipe?
I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay. I'll make me smaller. There you go.
All right. Can you see that, Mike?
Yeah, I can share that at the bottom. Hang on. Add to the
Yep.
screen. There we go.
Perfect. All right, I'll get the artwork up. Just give me 1 second. There we go. See my screen?
I can see your screen.
All right. So in traditional Rapido trains fashion, they announced. They usually do 3 to 4 announcements on Christmas Day. The big announcement this year was the HO scale Dash 840 CM, in which
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing both an HO and N. They also announced another run of the PA A and B A's and AB sets, and they also announced the E8A's mic, which was only owned by Illinois Central, and later CN had a green set, and CN also has a red, white, and black set. So really kind of cool. But what was special with this year was we actually have special OVR locos this year. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna click on that artwork. So this is their main production that Rapido's offering. They're doing the CN stripes, the CN website, the CN National with the large logo, the CN North America, which I always enjoyed that paint scheme, Mike. I always liked the North American scheme.
yeah.
But maybe because I'm a '90s kid, I like the North American scheme. Like just like I love the St. Lawrence and Hudson scheme that the CP had in the '90s. It was a short-lived paint scheme, but I always loved the St. Lawrence and Hudson scheme. They did the BC Rail delivered, BC Rail with the frame stripe. Then they also did the ex BC Rail CN repaints. Uh, a new paint scheme that wasn't offered before was the Quebec North Shore and Labrador. And another thing that I thought was really cool, Mike, is they're offering the split cooling fan radiator detailing part. You see that in the bottom corner with the etching parts?
Yeah. Can you make
So,
your screen bigger?
yep, I'm gonna make it bigger for you, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
So let's say you had an older Atlas unit, for instance.
Yeah.
You could add that split cooling fans and update it so that way it meets tier 1 emissions.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
That's pretty
pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, generally, what they've been doing is whenever they offer a new locomotive or freight car, they'll sometimes offer that truck or that detailing part or something about it as a secondary aftermarket part. In this situation, they're offering the split fans. But what's cool with Otter Valley this year is this is our third year in a row where we've done a special announcement with Rapido on Christmas Day that we've had an Otter Valley exclusive. We are
Yeah.
doing that lovely, ugly beast. First off,
B-
Mike.
BC Rail.
So that is a BC Rail Dash 840 CM. And what's special about this is the number boards are going to come mismatched.
Okay.
You see that? And do you also see the CN door?
Yeah, on the front.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it going to open like the M420s did?
These, I do not believe the door will work. Now, the M420, the door could either be closed or open. You can't actually pivot the door.
Yeah.
So, the M420s, there was more pictures of the doors open than any other locomotive. The other one that's very common with the doors open, which can never be done, would be an SD40, and I've seen that one propped open by lunch cooler boxes or other.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen many GEs with the door open in the front.
And the reason
Jet,
for that was that was a
air conditioning.
Canadian air conditioner.
Yeah, that was the version. Well, the other thing too is, and this is a funny story. It's a gag story. Some of them had actually poor ventilation in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, because the bathroom's down there.
So I've heard conductors and engineers say that certain locomotives, you could actually like the raw sewage smell actually comes back into the cab.
Ooh.
Yeah, so sometimes on some of the older locomotives, they had to leave the front door open to get rid of that dank smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first one, and then we're doing the second one here, and I'll zoom in on that BC rail. So that's 4620 trailing again, same day.
Is that the Illinois Central?
That's a Illinois Central SD70 with the yellow sill and a SD75 behind trailing. And this is shot coming into Eldershot on the Oakville subdivision.
Okay.
This is the artwork for our 4620. So some of the highlights on that one, Mike, is you got the fade down of the red.
Yep.
You've got the handwritten number board on the engineer's side, and you have the CN door.
And nobody's modeled these before, as far as I know.
Not to this level. Years ago, Rapido made a low budget line called the Prime Mover line. This is light years ahead of it on tooling, light years ahead of it on functionality. All the ditch lights work, all the rock lights work, classification lights work. This is the kind of model you expect from Rapido.
Yeah.
They've also going to revise the air intakes because there's a different air intakes versus the BC rail and the CN. But this is fresh. This is one of their big announcements from yesterday. And then the other one that we're doing, so we have two road numbers, Mike, not just one, but two.
Yeah.
We're also doing 4604, which is the last Dash 8 40 CM still in active service on the CN.
Gotcha.
So really, two cool road numbers. And I bet you if you spent half a day at the Sarnia tracks over your holidays, you probably will see 4604.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. 4604.
Yeah.
Now
Which is a common one.
What's the date on these coming out? Like sometime next year or the year after? Probably.
I figure these will likely be out. They won't make Christmas of 23. I figure they'll likely show up between February and March of 24.
Okay.
They're saying they're going to close the order book off in April. So our two special ones, we have a limited amount that we're going to make, and that's it. So I do encourage you, all the people that are watching tonight and the replay,
yeah,
pre-order. Whenever I've done an exclusive model, sometimes it's 40 to 100 per road number. That's it. We don't do a rerun.
Chris we take zebras. You said.
Yeah, the zebras are the coolest one. I mean,
yeah.
You showed there tonight. You got that Adler and C44-9WL, the long body.
Yeah, that's the long body.
The long body and the Dash 840 CM, like, really were the 90s GE versions that CN simplified their feet, wasn't it? I mean, if you have either you had a 70 or 75i, or you had a Dash 8 wide cab, or you had the long body. I mean, those are the four mainline locomotives of the CN of the 90s until they started really buying all the ES44s and the ET44s. They were basically the backbone of the main line. It's still not as iconic as the 40-2 wide cab, Mike. I've always been in love with the SD40-2s.
Yeah, they're a beauty.
So yeah, that was yesterday's Christmas announcements. And then today,
there's another announcement today.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Do we want to do another raffle, or do we want to leave that announcement and we'll come back to that one in a second?
Well, we can do another raffle, yeah, for sure.
Let's do another raffle.
All right. Okay, guys, we'll do another raffle.
I turned my screen share off for you too, Mike.
Yeah, no worries. We got her. Technology, eh?
It's a beautiful thing, especially when we're snowed in. 2/3 of Ontario couldn't move the last couple days.
Yeah, the roads being closed and stuff. There we go. Look at that. Okay, let's spin the wheel of names. See what we got. Do you get the sound going through there too?
Oh yeah, did you get this app from They Make It Like That? Because he had that at
No.
the pop-up event this summer. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is on Google. Is Mike George in the chat? Should we do it that way if the person isn't here? Or do we just say you won and go on to the next one? Because I don't see any Mike Georges in the chat.
Paging Mike George.
Mike George.
Your gift is at customer service. Please come to customer service, Mike George. Your child is not lost in the store, but your gift will soon be given away in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was almost Diamond Master.
Hey,
So
did you see?
Go ahead.
Did you see the last 2 weeks, Trackside Mike? The Bay was using classic 80s and 90s commercials during ads this last 2 weeks. Did you see that on TV?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't watch a whole lot of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend was talking about how Zellers wasn't really special, but it had the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Zellers restaurant? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dave wants to know, how do I get on the wheel? Well, if you would have watched 2 videos ago, I mentioned in my video, comment on the short, there was 2 CNs. One was going east out of the tunnel, and one was heading west towards the tunnel. And that was the easiest way to, that way we didn't do it on the live, because when you put names on the live, you could be there for 20 minutes, half an hour, typing everybody's name in. So on that video, I mentioned on how to get on the live or on the wheel. But that wheel, you just go to wheel of names on Google, and it pops up, and then you just put names in and hit the spin every time. So I don't see Mike George here.
No, let's do another spin. He lost his 30-second window.
All right. So off to the next one. And we got Stormy Sky. Congratulations. I did see Stormy in the chat. Just tell me if you're HO or N scale, and we can go from there.
I like Aussie America Model Railroading's comment there, Mike.
What do you say?
He's like, Mike George, your prize is available at the ladies' underwear department. Someone's been watching on National Lampoon's a little bit too much.
Yeah, so I have these. I won't show these numbers, but I have an OVR gift card.
Nice.
I got 2 of those.
The girls prettied that up for you, didn't they, Mike?
Yes, Anita did.
Yeah, we were just behind, we were behind there. Sorry about that, Mike.
Yeah, no worries. What's Stormy saying? Does he want that, or does he want trucks and stuff, or the gift card? I guess we'll just go with the gift card. 1 down. Makes it easier. Oh, what did Derek win? I forgot. Derek, what are you, HO or N? We're going to have to write names on these prizes. That's Curly.
He wants the OVR gift card, Mike. Stormy does.
Who does? Stormy does?
He does.
Yep. Curly. Pen doesn't work too good on a box. Let me grab a marker. And Stormy wants a card. Is Derek still in the chat?
Yep, Derek's still here.
What'd Derek say?
He goes, "What did I win? What's my choice?"
Gift card.
Well, Stormy won the gift card.
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
Okay.
Gift card, trucks and stuff, or Trainworks. UP. Was it a 40-foot van trailer?
Yeah, that's the 40-foot van trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, or the trucks and stuff. I got 2 of those. Which one do you want?
All right, Derek. What do you want?
Gift card. Okay, so that's the 2 gift cards gone.
Yep.
So that just leaves trucks and stuff. The Trainworks and the N scale stuff. And then some swag.
So, question for you, Mike. How many segments would you like tonight? Would you want to do 3 more segments, or do you want to do 4? You tell me. I got enough to do up to 5 segments.
Up to you.
Well, let's do another screen share,
Okay.
and
I'll pull this one down.
And we could talk about the controversial Rapido, Manor, and Bud baggage cars, because that seems to be a hot topic the last couple weeks, don't you think, Mike?
Yeah. Do you want me to grab out mine or?
I got a gallery of 20 that Daytona took for me on Saturday.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, we're gonna show the gallery.
Yeah, okay, because I don't see a whole lot there on the baggage cars.
I got them. So Sarah and Izzy got me a Manor yesterday. Actually, Lauren Manor, fitting for me too, Mike. I could see the line, but I know 100% what the line is about, and I want to talk about it. And
Sure.
I kind of want to put some of this to rest because really it's a beautiful car. I'm glad they made it, but it's taken away some of the positive things of the car.
Yeah. Yeah, because the ones I got, I don't see that big of a deal, but.
All right, let me know when you're ready for the screen grab there, Mikey.
Yeah, let her rip.
All right. You see that on the screen, guys?
There you go.
All right, put that on the full screen and then put you and I on the side splits. All right, I'm going to expand this. So everyone's watching at home. The last 2 to 3 weeks, the big controversial thing in the model railroading community or the HO is how could Rapido send out Manor and baggage cars with a line on it? Well, a lot of people don't realize and forget that the original Canadian set in 2011, 2012, some of those cars had the line. Now you're going to say, what am I referring to on the line?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little line that shows up when the car roof is not painted correctly. These cars don't have natural painting. These are actually the way they are because they're stainless steel. And Rapido doesn't do plating, Mike. They just do the natural finish.
Yeah.
So when the plastic is shooting through the tooling, if it pushes quicker, there's less of a line. If it pushes slower, the line where the plastic meets is created.
Okay.
That's it. The likelihood that we would ever see these cars ever again after this run is probably 0. Now,
yeah, I don't think they're going to do them after this one, right?
Now, if you received a car and you're unsatisfied with it, obviously the retailer will gladly make it right, and Rapido will. However, if you've actually looked at some of the Canadian car sets, some of the roofs are beat up, some of the sides are beat up. So if you're a collector, yeah, you'd be upset. but you also would be upset if your box came with a scratch on it. And as you see some of the comments in here, Bubs is saying, "I'm happy with mine. I'm happy with mine, line or without a line, Mike. I wasn't going to return it, and I own one of the biggest shops in the country. So, I feel both as a retailer and a modeler that when we bring negativity onto a model, we actually discourage the manufacturer from future projects. And if all we are is constantly mad or upset, yes, we need to hold the manufacturer and the retailers accountable, but there's a certain form and tack about it. Is that fair to say, Mike?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And when customers and modelers are shitting on manufacturers, that doesn't encourage them to spend new money on tooling or to push the envelope. And then what I thought was discouraging, about 2 days later, people started sharing Ben Wang from Aurora's SD60F and was downplaying a model that, in my opinion, is probably the best locomotive to come out in 23.
What, they're downplaying the SD60?
Oh, yeah, because it has working fans and it's it's made offshore, and this and that, and it's like, this was never made in plastic ever. A handful of brass and a handful of resin, and
I was going to say, these people haven't seen them up close then, because
well,
when I
and we're gonna. That was the pre-production sample that had errors. Those errors have all been fixed. Ben's coming down Wednesday with the SD60F production models, and he's also bringing down our pipe car, which I'll show updated samples in a minute. But I mean, here's the VO1. It's a beautiful car, Mike. There's the ACL. There's the CP rail. Again, you can see the small line, but only depending the kind of light you put on it. That's that little bit right there.
Yeah, it's a very
but like Bub said, it's very challenging to see the line.
But I think you can. There's something about the paint you could do to.
Actually, I wouldn't touch the paint. I'd get a small little sham and do a little chamois it.
And that would buff it out.
Yeah, buff it.
Nice.
Yeah,
the SD60s, like those are my back in the day, like
the 60F is Ben's favorite locomotive ever. That's why he made it out of the first hop.
Yeah.
The 60F is actually my second favorite model after the SD40-2. I just love the 40-2s. Especially if you hear it from a mile away, Mike, and it's just notching, ripping up a grade or something, or a heavy drag, and just hear that 645 ripping. There's the Amtrak scheme, which is a very nice paint scheme. So this is the baggage one, Mike. Again, very nice finish. This is the Via Rail baggage one.
Yeah, I got the baggage one.
There's the undecorated. So if anyone's thinking about undecorated, let me get the rest of the pictures.
The dome ones, though, you didn't have any of those, right? Dome car ones?
No, the girls got rid of all those. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, no. They were like, went to look, poof, gone.
There's the CP Rail Maroon. Now, this is the ones that originally started the Canadian set.
Yeah.
Beautiful paint scheme, and then it has the beaver here in the corner. I don't know, like, what is the comments in the chat about the whole Rapido controversy for the last couple of weeks? I've seen a lot of people say, we're happy with our model. Yeah, 187 says right there, White Pearl right toothpaste. Yeah, that was the other work I heard about too.
Yeah, that'll buff that out.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a beautiful, like, this is another one example, like a beautiful, iconic Canadian paint scheme, Mike. That's the CP one with the beaver emblem in the corner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did fine detail. Ooh, look at those bad boys.
So now I think we're gonna pause to do our next
spin.
Next fib. I think it's our time.
Okay. Especially when you jumped into them zebras.
Oh, we always love zebras, don't we?
Yeah, zebra stripes. All right, let's do another spin. We got hopefully we got some end scalers.
Well, that's our next segment, people. Come on.
Who do we got? Don Hennessy.
That's an N scaler.
Don an end scaler?
The Don of N. I know Don.
You know Don? I'm gonna
Yeah, I
remove
know
his
Don.
name out of the chat.
Everybody's got to know Don, Mike.
Is Don still in the chat? Ew, he is end scale. There you go.
Yep.
So you got this nice Southern Pacific Rapido. Or the Chelsea boxcar 40 footer. Yeah, what's he saying? How many shows do you get to go on and get to pick what you want?
Only with Trackside Mike.
There you go. Hey, Guelph Sub, thanks for coming out. I haven't seen what he said. What did he say? Oh, he's Southern Pacific. There you go. Don, put your name on her. All right. So we're down to one end scale left. 2 trucks and stuff, and a train works, plus a bunch of your business cards.
Cool. All right.
If anybody wants them. I got send them out.
This was the big end scale Canadian thing for the month. This, you're going to laugh when you hear this, Mike. This sample was shown in January of 2020 at the last Amherst show I attended.
Okay.
It took them 3 years to get it to the market.
Now, is this after?
This is Atlas. This is an
Atlas.
Yeah. So they did CN in the website, CN in the stripes, and they also did Huron Central. We had close to 240 or 300 N scale units. We have 3 left tonight.
Wow. So
we've been stocking a lot more N, and we've been pushing a lot more N in the store. Really nice local. So if anyone who's still thinking about one, as Don throw Don's comment up there. Worth the wait. 100%, Don.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually going to be. I have a meeting with Atlas at the Amherst show, Mike, and we're actually going to talk about some future N scale Canadian announcements with them and what's in the pipeline. I know there's some more paint schemes that people would like to see in the YCAB, like the North American paint scheme, and Go Transit. Now, I think it's time for story time, right, Mike?
Sure.
So, 2 weeks ago, we were working through their pre-orders for these and for the Rapido manners and baggage one night. And crazy old Lauren decided to stay in the warehouse till 10:30 on a Saturday night to keep things picking and pulling and so on. Well, I'm with Daytona at 6:30, and we get a call from Northern California. We had the biggest Star Wars legend call us.
Star Wars.
Yeah, the current executive producer for The Mandalorian and Clone Wars and all the shows is an avid N-scale modeler.
Nice.
Yeah, so we had to send out some locomotives to him, so he was going to send back some Star Wars stuff so we can put in the store, hang in the store as a appreciation. I like Star Wars too. You knew that, Mike.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. So yeah.
May the force be with you.
Of course.
What's So
there's the front view.
After that.
So there's the front view on those ones, Mike. So really nice. It's got the Canadian snow shields, uh, deck mounted ditch lights, Canadian bell and horn. The only thing is it didn't have the plow, and I'll tell you why they didn't have the plow. The plow would have snapped inside the packaging in transit,
Oh,
and
does it
that is
come with?
and that is why they did not offer the plow.
Does it come with the plow after, like an after kit
No,
with it, or no?
they didn't provide the plow and an after kit, unfortunately.
Oh, bummer.
I know. And then it has all the neat little lift rings. Um, yeah, I I'm got a couple suggestions of new product for them. Um,
Now, is this the Atlas Gold series or what
this is an
series?
Atlas. This is the N Scale Atlas Gold series.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
So you know it's
yeah,
going to be good. It's going to be good.
with the Lock Sound V5 micro decoder.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wonder you can't keep them on the shelf and be gone.
Ooh, can't share that one yet.
I was going to say, what happened there? What happened there?
Time for another raffle.
Another raffle. All right,
Another
here we go.
raffle.
Another raffle. Wheel of names. And here we go for the spin. Oh, Boxcar Jerry. We still got Boxcar in the chat. Let's see if he's still here. Yeah, he's here. So, Boxcar, what are you? N scale, aren't you? I believe. Boxcar Jerry is N scale. Just waiting for him to pop that up in the chat. You're close there, Wigwag. Anybody see what Boxcar Jerry's saying? N scale, HO. Tell you what, you can spin again. Okay, Boxcar. Good sport. He says spin again. So we'll do another spin. Ready? You still with me, Lauren?
Still rocking it.
Okay. Here we go for another spin. No, he entered, Curly. He entered on that short. John Craven. Is there John Craven in the chat? So these are all people that left a comment on my short and that were subbed one of my subscribers for the giveaway. But I see John Craven. We'll give him what, 30 seconds? Then we'll go to the next one. I haven't seen the John in the chat, so makes it tough or easy. And we'll give him some time. Oh, you didn't see him. Well, I did make a video there, Heath, and I explained where it was. It was in my short. And I went east end, west end. That way, you kind of give you a hint what short to hit. Hey, Nancy, thanks for coming out. Star Wars. Well, I don't see John Craven. So what do we say? Spin again?
Spinner.
Spinner. Got to make it fair for everyone. Got to be here to winner. Here we go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Come on, Pat Sajak.
Oh, and Diamond Master left. Should have stuck around.
We got a hitter again.
I don't know.
Spinner.
Spin again, Derail Daryl says, but I know Diamond Master said he had
Diamond
to run.
Master's there.
There you go. That's why I wait 30 seconds. That's why I wait. Okay. Diamond Master, you got there's an N scale. What are you? N scale or HO? Let's start off there. He's N scale.
N scale.
Okay. So that makes it easy. You got the Chelsea 40-foot box car, the sliding door. So I'm going to put your name on that because that's the two N scales gone. There you go. And we'll remove the name. So close. Okay. Share the screen again.
Absolutely.
You're welcome, Diamond Master. There you go. Look at this bad boy.
This is the second OVR Trains offering. This is the HO scale Freight Car of America, 52-foot bulkhead used for pipe for oil projects. Predominantly, the owner was CN in the DWC paint scheme, and later International Freight Car in the CWLX scheme. So, Mike, these are two built-up pre-production samples.
Yeah.
I think they look extremely sharp.
Yeah, they're going to be sweet.
Pipe
loads, eh?
Pipe loads, yep. Yeah. Drill pipe, to be honest with you.
Yep, there you
go. Really cool car. There's a side shot of it, end shot of it. Look at the piping underneath. The die-cast frame, so it can actually run empty or full on that one, Mike.
Oh, I got them right here in front of me.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to look like.
Yep. And I have some painted shell samples I'm going to show in a minute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really they're going to be nice on layout.
Well, I needed 40 for my layout.
40.
I had the well and pipe plants on my layout.
Yeah, so you got all the air lines.
Yep.
On the bottom, the air tanks.
Yeah. I would say this is probably one of the most detailed underbody bulkheads I've seen to date. Not just because we produced it, but because of how much measurements we did. I like Crazy J's comments. They are badass, Crazy J. They are badass.
I was like, do I post it or not?
Absolutely.
This is out there.
He's
right. No, they do look
nice.
This
is the unfiltered version of OVR Trains. You can ask, question, or criticize, and I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Or praise us too. Look at that cross tooling bracing. Do you see that, Mike? Right there.
Yeah, I do see that.
That's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's etched.
Now is that all weighted too?
Yes. So it can go empty. It can go empty or loaded, and it'll track perfectly.
You got that right, Crazy J.
Yeah. I like Bub's comment too. I'm not tooting my own horn here, Bubs, but I think we did good on this one.
Yeah, I think you nailed it there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice.
To answer 187 HO skill modeling question, this will be one of the first cars that starts production after the Chinese New Year.
So when would that be?
Likely about the 10th
February?
to 5th, probably 20th of February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Corey say?
Corey, everybody's detailing underbody looks great if you have the car derailed upside down on fire.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to put it on fire; it'd melt.
No, but a derailment looks good too, trackside Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can justify you having a mow train.
Mow train.
There's a
Train to
side
pick everything up.
So there's a side shot. So you see how that steel wire comes right through the frame.
Yeah.
So that's already notched, and look at all the bracing around it. So it's all designed to take all the parts across.
That's pretty wild. I had to grab a pig now.
I'm gonna zoom in for a couple of the guys. Now, everybody in the chat, what do you think of that underbody detail there showing the braking rigging? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You like that close up there, trackside?
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, look at that. That was some pretty close up detail there for sure.
Now, let me get the shots from today from the factory. So this is the car right here. This is considered max loaded. What we're going to offer with the car is you can either have you can buy the load that can either do 2 full cars or 3 cars. And we're going to have the loads black, and then you can paint your own tips, whether you want to have them orange, yellow, red, or green, depending the customer.
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. You're gonna need a few of those.
Oh yeah. I need 40.
But Corey say he was taking off. Ooh.
So this came from me from the factory tonight. Let me rotate the picture.
There's some great detail there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Take care, Corey. Hoping you stick around just in case. You never know.
So that's the first pre-production casting out of the tooling. Now we have some small revisions. We have to clean up a couple spots of the decals.
Yeah.
So Andrew and I are doing those revised artworks for the next couple of days. But what's everybody think of that first pre-production sample, guys?
I think that's totally awesome. Like the handrails, the grab irons, the underneath, the pipe load. Possum says, yeah, no, are you doing those in HO only or N scale too?
Well, here's what my thought is with N scale on this line, Mike. One, I want you to get through the first 3 freight cars we're offering in HO.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to doing N, and I really want to see what people's feedback is at the big Springfield show. And if a good number of them are pushing me, hey, are you going to make the trash car in N? Are you going to make the pipe car in N? Are you make the 6000s? We can tool the N.
Yeah.
And we already have the existing artwork and everything done. We could come out relatively quick. So I want to see the feedback first on the HO.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then go from there. But to answer, Sean Pennywise's comment, I'm open to N. The problem is when you tool an HO to N, the tooling is only about 20% cheaper in N, but the volume of sales is about 60% drop off. So that's the scary thing. But because we already have all the designs and R&D done, and the artwork, there's some trade off. So there's some positive. But I think that looks pretty good for the first one. I'll show you the end detail shot too, Mikey.
Oh yeah, look at that. And like in that one picture he had, it's all the grab irons and
And you notice right there,
yeah.
the CN's faded out. This is the CWLX version with
Oh,
the fade CN. Throw up Aussie American Model Railroading's comment there, Mike. I want to answer this one because I've had this question asked to me by a number of guys.
this one?
Yeah, so to answer one's question, we are actually offering all of our OVR cars, both the 6400, the 6000, and the pipe car, as a data-only car too. So what does that mean? That means you can have the OVR trains car you expect to come from, but there will not be any reporting markings, and you can add your own reporting markings to it. So we're offering a data-only brown one in the pipe car, and we're offering a gray and a black data only in the 6400 and a black data only in the 6000.
Yeah, that's the
So this gives the guys that want to have their freelancers or their leasers or their secondhand small roads the option of having the same expected car from OVR trains, and then they can add their own short line.
yeah.
I think it's a great opportunity for people to do that. So that is that on the 6400.
So the new NCS coil car.
I'll answer that one, and then we'll do another draw.
Sure.
I turned my other screen off for a second there, Mike. The new National Steel Car coil car. I want to say yes, Bubs, but I need another buyer or two before I commit. Right now, there's only 2 owners of that car.
Yeah.
That's the whole trade-off, Mike. Is like you got to make sure there's enough paint schemes to get enough production and tooling costs recovered.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's a lot of overhead when you're starting out like that.
Yeah.
But definitely some great detail on the on both those cars. So some good stuff there for sure. So check them out at OVR, OtterValleyRailroad.com. They'll be coming out February-ish, the trash cars. And when are you thinking the pipe load?
May.
So could be another exciting year. A lot of good locomotives, a lot of good rolling stock coming down the pipe.
And I figure the 6000s is probably June, Mike.
So June, on the 6th.
Yeah. I might put the pipe and the 6000s in the same container. It honestly just depends on how fast we can get the tooling sample for the 6000 in our hands to proof it. It's tooled right now, Mike, but they haven't finished the final tooling and the assembly, and we haven't sent them the first artwork test yet either.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be another exciting year, 2023.
Absolutely. And then what we're thinking about is, depending how the next 3 weeks go, we might make another announcement at Springfield, or we might leave that for an event at OVR in the spring.
There you go.
Yeah.
Derek's been. Oh, I'm on a different screen here. Derek's saying, wow, it is. Great details for sure.
Thanks for the compliment, Derek.
So let's spin the wheel. Give out another prize.
All right, spinner. Nancy is the winner.
Nancy's still in the chat.
I think she's back. I think she's back.
Nancy's up in northern Michigan. She does rail fanning.
Well, that'd be cool up there with the mines.
Yeah, Yep, she's here.
What's Nancy's options, Trackside Mike?
Well, she got 2 trucks and stuff. Or you got the Train Works 40-foot UPS boxcar.
What's your choice, Nancy?
It's a drop frame van. What's it gonna be? Hoorah!
The Train Works or the trucks and stuff, Nancy?
She's all excited. She got the she won the prize.
The last
So
one.
The last one? That was the Train Works?
Train Works.
Okay. Put that on there. Artie says, yeah, Train Works. Put Nancy on there. Like I say, just email me your address or whatever, and I can get these prizes out to you. This is kind of fun. So we got 2 left. And then we got the track gauges. We got some of those. We got the old trackside mic, coffee cup holder or coaster. We got 2 trucks and stuff left. Hey, James. Thanks for coming out. We got James Galton in the chat.
Hey, James.
And I'm on James's stream here because I'm like, why do I have a picture of a duck in the corner? But we set up a thing for trackside off the tracks Mondays and my channel and his channel. And for some reason I got I'm on his channel to stream. So like it's on my YouTube, but it's through his stream here. Because I pay for my stream here. Okay, let's move that out. You want me to share your screen now?
Yeah, let's go to the next segment.
All right, check out this bad boy.
This is our one and only pre-production sample of the first car we're doing, which is the HO Scale National Steel Car 6400 High Side Municipal Solid Waste and Scrap Car. And there is a lot of road names in this offering, Mike.
Yeah.
So this is the AIM version. Really cool car. The color will be lighter on final. We had the wrong color. But we got Oak Ridge. Skip that. There we go. AIM in the 1100 series. So let me expand the screen there.
That's a beauty.
Yep. AIM in the 1400 series. AIM in the recent purchase of the 2300 series. And then CDX. And then we have CMBX, which is scrap. DAX, which is waste. Cardella in the early and the middle series. And I like the Cardella because I think of it as like dumpster green.
Yeah.
Interstate Waste Services. Oak Ridge, which I had done a podcast a while back, Mike, and it was around the layout podcast, and Ray was like, that Oak Ridge car just screams getting graffitied saying, the Oak Ridge Boys. And then on the bottom it says Elvira, you know.
Yeah. You probably don't know to do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about they make it like that. You should do a couple of those Oak Ridge Boys cars.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, eh? Little challenge for Tim.
Yeah.
They make it like that. There you go. Do the Ogres boys. So
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it, but on the bulkhead cars, are those going out as a set as well, like a 3-pack set?
So the bulkhead is 6 or individuals, but the better pricing is in the 6-pack.
And then same with these, right?
The same
I
with the
got
6000s and the same with the 6400s.
yeah, I got a few
Yeah.
6-packs.
Yeah.
CEOs upstairs, so
So the other paint schemes we have is the Winx and the Offix, which is trash. And then this is what I was saying before with the pipe car. We're also offering these two as a freelance set, which I think is a really cool option for the modeler. So you can have
absolutely.
either the black CDX version with the roller bearing trucks blue caps, or you could have the gray scheme version with the blue roller sharing trucks and the blue caps in the AIM version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
To answer James's question, the XT60F is probably more likely 2.5 to 3 weeks. The boat just got to the port of Vancouver last night. So everybody who is listening, there is the most current information possible. The boat physically got to the West Coast port last night.
Well, I could be there in 3 days.
To the port or to the customs saying, I'd like to clear this shipment, please, sir.
Yeah, yeah. No, I could be to the port in 3 days.
Yeah.
Start grabbing gears.
So there's another neat shot that
Thanks, Derek.
I've shared this a couple times, Mike. There's the pre-production painted samples of the shells, which shows all the different color variations.
I am leaving at 4 a.m. tomorrow, but not the wrong direction. Those are
So
the okay.
those are the 6400 painted shells,
Yeah,
which was painted like that for us to make sure we were happy with the colors, which I think look sharp. There's the underbody detailing of the 6400, which shows the unexposed wheel set and hides the screw.
ooh, nice.
The trucks or the wheels will be blackened. They will not be that bronze.
We must have missed a comment.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, those are sweet. And
Shows.
that cover
Yep.
comes off, right?
Yes, it does. And that wheel set is now past patent. So this truck is now patent proof.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
She's a
Let's see
beauty.
what else. Let's see what else I have here for pictures. Oh, there is the first production sample off the line. So I'm going to leave one more segment, and then we can do a prize. But did you know, Mike, that every freight car that we do, each box has different artwork and has a story on the back?
No.
So the 6400 has the story of Otter Valley Railroad and how we started our first car. The pipe car will have the story of why I model what I model and why we did the pipe car. And the 6000 car will have Andrew's story on the back of the box.
Nice.
So our goal with the line is every time we do a car, we have a story. So every time that you buy one of our cars in the series, you get a bit of the story of OVR Trains, either my story, Andrew's story, maybe a family story, a customer or staff story, or a club or a historical society that's helped us out story. So every back of our box has a story for each of that production run.
Right.
So I think that makes us feel a bit more mom and pop and a bit more real life.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree. Well, that's totally awesome because, like when you first come out with that, was it 2 years ago at the pop up event?
yeah, 2 years.
So yeah, I mean, that was just kind of your sample production, like just kind
That
of
was
thinking about getting into it.
that was just two 3D printed ones that Andrew had worked on, and we just kind of did a soft test bed to see, okay, is there enough people in our immediate local area that would support us? And then it was more or less, let's assess on a national way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. There's the 6400 shells with the early pipe car tooling shots. There's
Nice.
another pipe car early tooling shot. That shows you how it comes off the sprue. And there is the story of OVR on the backside.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, every backside has the story.
So you're planning on having some of these at the Springfield show, right? Amherst.
We will have all our production samples, heaven forbid, unless something terrible happens, at the Springfield show at the end of January. And that'll be all them. We will have about 3 to 4 pipe car samples, some unfinished, some finished, and we will also have 1 to 2 samples of the 6000. And like I said, if everything goes right the week leading up to Springfield, then we might announce another car or two, or we might just do product suggestion while we're at the show where we get some feedback. There's basically like another 3 to 6 cars that we're really inching about doing, Mike.
Yeah,
But I will say this, and I'm going to be very open and honest. We've got to get a couple cars delivered before we can tool another car,
yeah,
because the 3 cars we're looking at, the tooling range between 1 to 3 is $100,000 between the 3 cars. The low end is X, the high end is like this high.
yeah.
So
I agree.
you got to start selling product before you can start tooling, because we've already tooled 3 cars already.
Yeah, yeah. You
And
got
we
to
haven't
start pushing it
and
for sure.
we haven't sold a single car yet. Like
Yeah,
obviously we have pre-orders, but we haven't delivered the product yet. So we need to get that on the go.
yeah. And I think once you get the product out there,
Yep.
they're gonna go out like hotcakes. Like I know. You and I talked a few times on the gondolas and the pipe loads. Like probably gonna be hard to keep on the shelf.
I figure it is imperative of me and the crew to do everything in our possible when we're at the Springfield show to
Yeah,
let everybody know about the 6400, because that is trash country down there, especially with New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Boston, uh, New Jersey, Newark. It's big. And the scrap car, everybody knows AIM. Everybody in Ontario knows CMBX because they have different scrap yards. Everybody knows Triple M, and everybody knows some of the other smaller scrappers. But
yeah,
that 6400 is actually our biggest production the whole year. So we need to make sure that all the clubs down there know about our trash car. Um, so yeah, the pipe car, the pipe car, I think is unique. And the most important thing with that, Mike, and I stress this to everybody: if you're really interested in the car, please place your pre-order.
yeah,
But a lot of people don't know how cool that pipe car is and how well it travels. So everybody thinks it travels in Ontario and Alberta. Actually, I've got pictures of it in BC. There's pictures of it in California, Arkansas, Florida. Now, obviously, Mike, when you go see them in Sarnia, you're seeing sometimes anywhere from 6 to 20 cars in a train. Yeah, down there they're only going to see 2 or 3 in a cut, but
yeah,
they are probably one of the coolest pipe cars yet to be made in the market.
yeah. And I think I've seen the last few rail fan videos I've done. I've probably caught in a good half a dozen.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They usually go through here all the time.
Like if you were rail fanning Bayview Junction for the day, you could see anywhere between 20 to 60 cars go through there in 24 hours. And the roster is only about 160 cars, so it's not a big roster.
Right.
But it's a cool car. Yeah. I think it's a good time to take a pause and let's do our next raffle. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's give her another spin.
And I think the last segment, we'll leave that for viewers' questions. And then maybe you can ask me some questions about, how do we determine what we're going to make and, stuff like that.
Sure.
All right, I got to turn my share screen off.
Okay, we got the wheel back up.
Spinner, Vanna.
And give her the spin. Where she lands, nobody knows.
Oh, CP 368 production.
That almost went to Australia.
I know, eh? I think you regretted the postage on that one there, Mikey.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything about Canada or US only, so I was ready to bite the bullet on that one.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Tim. Uh-oh. Like Peter just kind of went blank there for a minute. And we're back up and running. Congratulations, 368, Tim. Get the screen back up. Okay. So, Tim, we got trucks and stuff. HO scale. This one. That's KW 9000. Or you got the Peterbilt Walmart. And it's trucks and stuff. What's is Tim still here?
He's still here.
Yeah, I thought he was, yeah.
Yeah. CP 368, what would you like?
Is Timmy still here? He'll go with the Walmart one. Okay. Thanks, Tim. So I'll pull that down. We still got a few more spins left. Just going to put Tim's name on it. Already wants the Kenworth T600. Oh, Sparky's in the chat.
Hey, Sparky.
Yeah, I got that one there already. So you got one left. Trucks and stuff. After that, if you want, email me. If you want a OVR business card, it's got the N gauge, the wheel flange for N scale and HO. Those are pretty neat cards you got made there, Lauren.
Yeah, it was an idea I saw online, and it's not an original idea, I'll say that.
No.
So you've never interviewed me before, Mike, so why don't you ask me some questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to do your own run?
So
you're thinking the pipe load, the pipe cars, and the scrap cars.
So when we moved the shop in 2019, when I bought my dad out and he retired, Andrew Duns, who had been a friend of mine for a long time and a customer, we were talking about, where does the future of OVR go? And Andrew's like, so do you want to open up another location? What do you want to do? And I said, I've always thought about, making our own product similar to like Bowser, because a lot of people don't realize that Bowser actually makes their own product. And my favorite color is orange and red M&M,
Mine's
but I like
red,
but I like
black,
red
and
first
white.
and then orange. Thanks for breaking the ice there, trackside.
Yeah, no,
So originally, when we moved, Andrew's like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I don't want to open up another location. I'm pretty well going to be happy being in Tilsburg, and building a location there. I want to make my own models." So then we started discussing more and more about options and opportunities. We talked about a couple models. The 6400 is one that he needed. I needed close to about 60 on my layout. And, I said, well, draw something up, 3D print it, and let's go from there. And then, he showed me a first couple early samples, and then I started making connections in offshore, and then, we went from there.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna go with 60 of those on your layout, eh? You got a
Yeah.
pretty big yard on your layout.
My layout is 38 by 32, single track. My main yard is 20 feet by 5 feet,
So
16 tracks deep. And then I'm going to have all my branch lines underneath with my control point.
Bob says it's a big layout.
It is a big layout. I also have a helix plan for my layout too.
Oh, gotta go with the helix. That's why I gotta go with the helix in here because I got the two doors.
I think Crazy Jay's got a good statement. You want to post that one up there and I can talk to it a bit?
Sure.
You're right, Crazy Jay. This is a real big stepping stone for OVR, but this helps put OVR both bigger on a national scale in the Canadian market as well as the North American and world market. So now we're not just, synonymous as being one of the biggest shops in Canada. Now we're be considered one of the premier shops in the world. And every day that pushes us, honestly, Mike, to step our game up.
Yeah.
I know my girls have stepped their game up year after year, and it really puts the onus on me to step my game up.
Speaking of the girls, how did you pick out such a good staff? Like if you go in there anytime, like I talked to Anita, she doesn't have trains, but she knows she's well versed in where everything is. It knows about the hobby.
So originally, my first employee was Eva, and then Eva went on Matt, and she recommended Anita. And then my next employee after that was Hilda. I had known Hilda for a long time. And then Eva had recommended her sister, Martha. So, A, these are girls I trust. B,
Mm-hmm.
they're loyal girls. They're honest and committed girls. And they've just kind of grown with the years of working for us. Um, Hilda's a fine artist, so she
Yeah.
likes the painting in that aspect. Um, Eva previously had packed produce. Sparky, she is not your biological daughter, so drop that
Yeah,
one.
where'd that go?
If she is, then you got a lot of child support you got to make up, buddy.
Yeah.
Um, so Eva and Martha had packed produce and plants, so they had a lot of packing experience. Hilda
Right.
had previous sales and also previous experience selling and packing wine. So that was like a big criteria. They had previous packing and other experience.
Yeah.
They all have really good, exceptional customer service skills,
Okay.
and a lot of it is they just developed and grown. Now, what I suspect will happen is, Martha has girls, so they're not going to be into trains. But Hilda has a little boy; he's liking the trains in the store. Eva has two little boys now. She just had a baby last week, so I suspect there'll be a little train in their offering. Um, and they've just picked it up through the years, either information from me or from Steve or previously my dad, or from the diesel Dr. Peter, and they just kind of grown with it.
Yeah. And that's what I kind of like about the shop. When you go there, it's very personal.
Yep.
Um, you know, if you have a question, then go to you. If you're not too busy, or you go to Diesel Doctor Peter,
Yeah.
Daytona Steve, right? He's
Yep.
usually there on the weekends,
Yep.
and usually the girls are there to help out too.
Oh
Even
yeah.
even online orders, I've had question, and I've called the shop, and they've called me back. You know, so some great stuff there. That's for sure.
Yep.
Somebody else have any questions? I think Corey had one there. I posted.
We haven't considered adding any hobby shops to sell our lines. We kind of just want to get through Springfield with the production samples in hand
Mm,
and take that feedback and then go from there. I haven't ruled it out that we would sell to some shops that requested it,
yeah.
but I haven't made it an
Oh,
end all be all yet.
good idea though. Like if you can, if some people reach out to you and say, "Hey, we want to
Yep.
sell your product," I'm sure you'll be up for that. Texas tonight. Well, I was just kind of reading some of the chat, but yeah,
We ship to Australia. I see a comment there. We ship to Australia. My suggestion of Australia is wait till you have enough, consolidate it, then ship it all express post. There is still terrible delays when you ship out of North America, Mike, because if you don't pick express post, which goes by plane, you're going to go by container boat, and containers are starting to back up in the ports.
right.
To answer Mystic Rail's comment, you don't actually have to have PayPal to shop at OVR. All you need is a working Visa or MasterCard. Or if you're a Canadian, you can also do Interact e-transfers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bub's got a question there. I will never open a second shop because I don't have enough time, and I do not want to dilute my team at the primary location. Fair to say, Mike?
yeah, no, 100%.
Yep.
And I get it, right? Because you got to be there.
Yeah.
It's like any business, you have to. You're pretty much married to it. You got to be there all the time,
Yep.
and you want to make sure it goes good. Sean has a question.
So, expansion of the store is still planned. Um, Likely in the next 4 years. I waited. I'm honestly, Mike. The commercial and real estate market here got too hot,
Yeah,
and then interest rates have went up, and then the market's crashed. So I renewed my lease for another 5 more years at a very reasonable rate. Um, so once that gets closer to expire, then yes, I'd love to build a forever home for OVR. Izzy keeps asking me if we're ever going to buy a caboose. And then today, my niece was over, Charlotte, and I was saying to Izzy, I said, maybe one day Daddy will buy you two a caboose, and you guys can ride an ice cream stand and run it. And then my wife's comment was, they're going to eat your profit or give away your profit. We probably shouldn't do that.
wouldn't that be handy? Eh?
Well, it's funny, Mike. You see all these like cabooses that people bought, and they turn them either into a bed and breakfast
Yeah,
or an ice cream stand. So yeah.
build the headlights in the store.
Are you volunteering your labor there, Eminem? If so, I will gladly give you a couch to sleep on for a while.
What's already saying? Would you home deliver in person, all the way from down under?
Can I have a plane ticket first?
Yeah, that'd be expensive shipping, Artie.
I know.
You got whatever you ordered, and then
Yep.
shipping the boss over to hand deliver it to you.
Yep.
Do you have any issues with customers?
Never. I do the paperwork ourselves when we import, and then we also do our paperwork when we send it out.
Good question.
Yeah.
Wigwag.
That's very common. Some of the biggest hobby shops in the United States, their real estate was more valuable than their business. It is a
Yeah,
problem, Mike, especially if you're in a hot area where they're either hot residential or hot other development. It does happen.
Crazy J. Hop on the boat. Take a ride back.
Yeah, I probably have customs clearance issues.
Yeah. Oh, what's Tim got here?
Yep, I know where that is. Been there.
Yeah, it's over in New York there.
Crescent's a really cool place. You should go to that in the summer, Mike, if you want to see uh, Norfolk and Southern action on the old Conrail. I like Crescent. I've been there twice.
Yeah, and you see a lot of like either fry trucks or like you say, ice cream trucks made out of little cabooses.
Kitchener's got a couple. Waterloo's got a couple.
Yeah,
I believe if you take the 400 north, there's like a fish and chip place that's like multiple cabooses that you eat in. And I also believe you can rent cabooses out for bread and breakfast or for overnight hotels. When we were in Barstow, California, Sarah and I back in 14, the McDonald's had old passenger cars as seating areas in
yeah,
Barstow.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Mystic was saying when I sent him because he got me he was my 100 subscriber,
Hmm.
so I sent him N scale boxcar and magnifying glasses. Right, and they always put like insurance on it when you're shipping it through the states, through Canada to the states, and he said they really went through the boxer, but that doesn't surprise me. I've
If the
had
paper,
chain.
but if the paperwork wasn't good or they questioned it, so for
Yeah,
instance, we've been doing freight across the border for years. So if it goes through the scanner and doesn't flag it, they will likely just pass it through as long as the paperwork's correct. However, if they don't like it in the scanner, they will rip it apart, Mike. That is
yeah,
standard.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've had train horns show up here from the states,
Yep.
and they've gone through the box and pretty much demolished the box because they were horns, right? Just locomotive horns. Derek has a question, or who's this? So back to Derek's question. What is your favorite ice cream?
My favorite ice cream flavor.
Black cherry.
A good
Uh,
a good a good red yellow sherbet.
yeah,
I like
butterscotch.
sherbet. I like sherbet.
Sherbert's good.
Yeah.
What's Sparky saying?
Yeah, the caboose is cheap. The freight's not. Mike, you work for Mammoth. Can you give me a crane and a truck lift out for a caboose for me?
Bringing it, bringing
I'll
a
trade. I'll trade you back in model train stock.
yeah, bringing an 8 line trailer and a pull truck
I need a
and
low boy here. I need a low boy here.
50-ton box car. Probably send you like 100-ton or 150-ton crate.
The crane bill is probably worth more than the damn caboose.
That'll be a couple locomotives, that's for sure.
Ugh.
Sparky's close on the price there.
It honestly depends on how rusted out. Now, I've also seen before when they do like these DIY shows, some people have been buying cabooses to move into houses too. Like how you have tiny living, you can also have caboose living too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, a buddy of mine rents out sea cans,
cool.
and he's he's starting to get into that where they're making houses out of these sea cans. What's Bub saying? Do you need a driver? LOL.
I always need a driver. Just depends how fast we got to go. Hey, when are we gonna figure out a way we can run my track mobile?
Oh,
Yeah,
there
we
is a
forgot.
board.
We forgot about that little baby that hid away at the back 40, did we?
There's a group in the States. I think it's Pennsylvania.
Narcoa.
And they ride them on the rails down there. They shut down the line and everything. I don't know if there's any groups around town or in our area for that or not.
Well, I might just talk with one of the short line guys around the area and see if I could ride with him one day.
What about up in Kitchener at the museum?
I don't think there's anything up there. You'd have to get it organized. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I really want to do that this summer though. Go for a ride with that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just put tracks behind the store. There is tracks behind the store.
Yeah, James, that's a good idea if you don't want Lord not to get arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, there is tracks there, but I think you got to get permission to do that.
Yep.
Because they still run stuff in and out of a lot of those shops around there.
Oh, yeah. That's the problem.
You're saying. Oh, a wish list of models. Huh.
Do we want to start with freight cars, cabooses, and maintenance away, or do we want to talk locomotives?
Either or.
All right, let's start with locomotives. I've made it very clear I don't want to make locomotives yet, Mike, because of still the uncertainty with supplies and electronic parts.
Yeah.
But let's say we had a normal world. What would be on my top 3 list? CN Sweep. One of the first locomotives I ever saw as a kid. I would love to see probably a better version of the NW2. Because I remember the TH&B one that got restored that OSR has. 3, another version of the Trackmobile.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Rail King. As for freight cars, well, would love some more well cars. I think there's a good number of well cars that haven't been made. I'm not going to say which ones.
Yeah, keep that on the down low.
There's a good number of flat cars, bulkheads that I'd like to look at.
Any in the auto sector?
Yep. Auto, general, purpose. Flat cars can be cool, Mike. You can have multiple loads, whether it's steel bars or plates or open loads or loads that need reinforced ends. You name it.
Frames.
Yep. Cranes. That's really cool. Sometimes on those trains going through Sarnia, they'll actually have brand new Caterpillars on there. Mike, you ever seen those?
Oh, yeah.
They'll have them 3 or 4 flat cars that were right on the end of the train.
We had some shipped in from out west.
As for other cars, I'd love a welded rail train car. The welded rail cars. Rail grinders are cool, but the one that I always wanted, Mike, has already been made a long time ago, which was the Sperry car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The other one that's really, I would love to see something happen with it. We're desperately needing another round of Canadian National cabooses, whether it's, Return of the Point St. Charles or the Hawker Siddeley caboose.
Yes.
I really think we're long overdue for cabooses in the Canadian market.
Definitely. It'd be nice to see a caboose come back out, but
I'm not going to say I'll commit to doing caboose, but it's something I would love to see. Beyond that, there's some grain cars I'm interested in. There's some small hoppers I'm interested in.
I agree, Bubs.
But I mean, I know Andrew has some models he wants to kind of bring out, and I know Peter has a few, and I know Steve's obsessed with anything that's Chessie or Conrail related. So We might fall in the 70s and 80s time warp.
Yeah.
So yeah, other things non-freight car locomotive wise, um, some more vehicles. There's a big section of different pockets that there's vehicles don't exist. Um, a lot of that has to do with licensing.
Like the buses and stuff.
Not buses per se. I would say like, um, you know, I'd love to make scale Mustangs, but to make a proper agreement with Ford, and then you'd have to sell. Like that's the problem with a car. You'd have to sell like somewhere between like 30 and 40,000 cars. So now you're selling to toy shops, you're selling to train shops, you're selling to everybody.
Yeah.
So vehicles are very challenging. Um, the one thing that I also would love to produce one day would be special done laser kits. So
Oh yeah. Like the
you know, if I partner up with somebody like Imagine That, and we do some special regionalized kits,
yeah.
um, that's something I would love to do. Um, if I had more to show, Mark, I would. Um,
Are you
maybe
close?
I'll.
Are you close to your layout?
I'm next room over.
That bridge scene is pretty awesome. Now, which bridge is that? Is that the
Fort Erie International Bridge at Fort Erie in Buffalo.
okay? But that's the which kid is that?
Those are 8 Bilame brass bridges,
Oh, okay.
long ago made.
Long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are. That's a nice bridge scene for sure. That's gonna really be nice.
So I think there's opportunities in the market. However, I'm being kind of cautious because I'm more interested in the freight car side of it right now.
Yeah,
Um, but I would love, love, love to, a couple years down the road, add some other offerings. And it could be that I do those freight cars in N scale. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
um,
Kind of cater to the end scale market, right?
yeah, yeah.
No, I appreciate it. I don't know. Anybody else have any questions for Lauren?
So I think I gave you incorrect information. I'm just checking this right now.
Which one? What?
Um, so the Dash 840 CM.
Yeah.
I think I gave you wrong information.
Oh,
Andrew's saying 4609 is the last one in service. So
4609.
yeah, not 4604. Good call, Andrew. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think 4604 just got on the scrap line.
Really?
Um, yeah.
Where they scrap all them at? Like, are they in
There's a
Toronto?
there's a facility down in Welland, and they also do some scrapping in Pickering. Um, but again, a lot of that is dependent on the number of labor.
Yeah.
Um, there also was a good number of 64. Remember the 6800 Cobbard Hopper? They used to
Yeah.
call them the Trudeau cars. There was Canada's, the Alberta, CN, and CP. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, they're scrapping them down in Welland too. I see Mystic Rail's got a comment here. I don't carry as much Southern equipment in the shop, probably being a Canadian-based shop. Um,
I was looking for that stuff when.
I do a lot of pre-order requests if it's something particular, but a lot of my American offerings after it arrives can be very thin a bit. So definitely, if there's something you're looking for, let us know, especially if it's a pre-order. But I didn't order any extra EAAs in Southern Railroad for the Rapido ones. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to my spin the wheel. She died out on us. Oh, I can't even see that on the screen.
Well, I like to spin the wheel over the random number. What do you think, Mike? You like to spin the wheel or you like the random number?
I like to spin the wheel
Yeah, because
because then you can see, right?
the number one kind of just blogs the entire chat down and it crashes it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're throwing in numbers, you have to go back and watch. I don't know myself. I'd probably have to go back and watch the replay 2 or 3 times to pick out. Okay, did that guy get the number first or that guy? And with the wheel of names, I just find it's a lot easier, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, put the names in there and let it rip.
So, how was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas day?
Good Christmas Day.
Yeah. You had turkey?
Oh, look at that chat go. We had turkey. We didn't have ham. We had prime rib
Nice.
and
Oven
of course now this.
oven style or on the barbecue?
Well, it was oven style
Yeah.
until it pulled it out and went. Um, I like mine rare, but that's pretty rare. So then old trackside's outside last night in the dark with the flashlight, cooking prime rib on the barbecue. It's all sliced up, right? So
Please don't tell me half the relatives got sick and the other half did get sick trackside.
no, I cooked it well. It was cooked
Okay.
well on the barbecue, but when they pulled it out of the oven and it was all cut up, I'm like, that's pretty pink. Like, I think that needs to go back in the oven. Well, I don't have time for that. I said, no problem. Put her on a plate. I'm running her out to the barbecue.
All right.
So that's what I ended up doing, putting her on the barbecue.
Nice. We had turkey. My sister-in-law and her husband and their 2 daughters came over. So we had them. So Izzy was playing with them yesterday, and then my mother-in-law and my father-in-law came over, and so we had turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberries, and then we had like a cootery plate out for the day and shrimp ring and that. And then tomorrow we
Yeah.
have some other relatives coming over, and we're gonna do like a breakfast brunch. So yeah, pretty cool.
Cool.
The shop is back open on Wednesday. Um,
Wednesday, yeah.
a
Okay,
bunch of
Bubs,
people
take
asked
care.
a bunch of people asked me like, why didn't you open up Monday and Tuesday? And I'm like, the girls want some time off. I want some time off. Period.
You got to give them a
Because
break.
I figure honestly, like the next 45 days are going to be pretty rough for me. I've got closing of the year end. I've got uh, work plus the shop, getting ready for Springfield. Daytona and I are open up Woodstock Sunday, which is January 16th. So him and I are in the shop all day Sunday. The following Sunday, him and I are off. And then we got to go to Springfield Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we get back. And then him and I got to go to Barrie for the Barrie show.
What's that show like, Barry? I haven't been to that
Oh,
one.
it's the best show it's the best show in Ontario.
Really? And when's
Yeah.
that? I got to write that one down.
February the 4th?
Don't say Valentine's Day.
No, they voted. They're smart. February 4th and 5th.
Okay.
Last time, Andrew and I did it in 2020. We loved it. I've been there for a long time. Those guys up there love OVR. I love going up there. Those guys just show me so much love and respect and support.
Is that at the flea market?
No,
No.
that is at the Bradford greenhouses. So it's a big giant greenhouse. And yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, I might check that one out.
Yeah.
February is still winter time here on in Canada and snowing and blowing in Barrie, but it's not bad.
I have seen people make that show in a snowstorm. So
Yeah.
it's wild. And then to throw it in there, I might be having to run to the container port to pick up the container.
Oh yeah. Wow. You're extra busy.
So the next 45 days, it's like, okay, open for an extra Sunday for a trade show, 4 days in Springfield, 2 days, basically 2.5, 3 days for Barrie, and then figuring out how to get the container out of the shipping port. And I figure there's probably 1 or 2 imports in there. So
what's he suckering me into?
no, I actually got help for the show, James.
I thought
I
he was volunteering.
I lined that up. Daytona and I are going to do a Barry show together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably end up going up there.
My first show at Daytona, so hopefully he keeps it on the rails, Mike.
Yeah, keep her on the tracks. What Joe Rader saying February 4th and 5th.
Yeah, that's Timonian show. That's what Bernard Helen from Mini Prints went to back in October.
Yeah, him and Sparky and
a
bunch of guys were down there. There's gonna be a bunch of guys at Amherst. I know that.
Well, let's talk about Springfield and why you should go and why you should make an effort to go to it. So, right after we bought the company in October 2019, first thing I said to Steve and Andrew was, we're going to Springfield. We need to add new lines, meet companies, improve relationships, and repair relationships that had been, I would say, hurt or needed some work. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed our time down there. We loved it. I love doing that show. Mike, there is no other show in the world like it.
At Amherst.
Like you want to see the latest and greatest. You want to see what's coming out. You want to see some of the manufacturers. You want to see some of the early pre-production or production samples.
Yeah.
You want to see layout after layout, historical society after historical society. All the major authors are there. All the major book guys are there. All the major magazine guys are there.
2 buildings, right?
4.
4 buildings.
4.
That sounds like 4 days.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it's heavy. The Modeler's Life Nation is there in full force, Mike. Like,
AML.
the Lionel gang is there.
Bruce is there.
Bruce is there with the lovely Gina. Lionel is there. All the guys are there. Bernard from Mini Prince is going to be there. ITLA is going to be there. Claire from Sylvan is there. I love when Mike volunteers and helps me. I love when you come and help me, Mike. I do. I appreciate it, brother.
I put James's glue away the last time I was there.
I know that day I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I know. Yeah. See, Wigwag knows. AML Nation in full force at Springfield.
Yeah. I got all my stuff up on the wall there.
They take it over.
AML you'll probably have around the layout there.
I love AML. I mean, I've been on the podcast so many times. Lionel's a big supporter of OVR.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
When is Lionel gonna give you the okay for shirts? OVR.
When we finish the website update.
Okay, so that's still probably in the works.
Probably spring.
Nice.
I can't, Mike. I got so much going on the next 45 days. How much more do you think I can do?
Lauren, you're pretty much spent out.
I know.
So do it in the spring.
Yeah. So no, I mean it is like it's the best show I've ever been to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I mean,
and that's the end of the month, right? End of January.
End of January. You can still book a room. The OVR crew is staying at the Hilton, which is the official AML headquarters. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be a great time. Great group of modelers. OVR is on national stage, Mike. I mean, think about that. Yeah. Our idea of bringing a model out, Andrew and I's idea of bringing a model out, now we've arrived on a stage that could be up to 30,000 people over 2 days.
Yeah.
Seeing our production models of the 6400, our pre-production of the pipe and the trash car, maybe some future announcements, maybe just some feedback. And you know what? OVR is going to be a household name after the show.
Oh, I would think so because like those cars pretty well. Okay, 187 HO scale. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
So here's a question. I'm going to answer it first, then you, Mike.
Sure.
What do you put on your hot dog? I love ketchup, relish, mustard, and fried onions.
Yeah, you nailed it. Got to have the fried onions.
And I'd absolutely wear a hot dog mustard shirt too. What about you, Mike?
Yeah.
You answer that question. What do you want on their hot dog?
On the hot dog, she's fried onions,
Oh yeah,
relish, ketchup, mustard,
cut
sometimes mayo.
cut tomatoes nice too.
Yeah, cut tomato,
Yeah.
mayonnaise,
Yeah.
Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip. Get off, you hoser.
Take off.
You take your stubbies and you shove it back to Saturday, all right, Mike?
Yeah,
God,
you got it.
Miracle Whip. I was gonna say like, God, if
Jalapenos.
it was a sausage, I'd say jalapenos or horseradish.
Yeah, jalapeno or
I,
yeah, you get horseradish.
I love
Mayo.
I love the horseradish.
That's some good stuff right there.
Or some Dijon on your hot dog, Dijon.
Dijon. He puts
Dijon
fish oil on his hot dog. No, I'll pass on the fish oil.
fish oil. Oh,
Yeah,
haven't heard that used in food in a while.
yeah, it's bad enough when you were a kid. You used to get cod liver oil.
Oh yeah.
Here,
I
have
had
a
an aunt
spoonful of that.
who did liver and onions with fish oil.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
liver and
every
onions and
every
spaghetti.
Sunday was liver and onions.
Liver and onions and spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Had another question, but I forgot. No, I think you answered it. It was about the shirts.
All right. So here's a question for you.
Sure, let her rip.
Favorite railroad.
Favorite railroad. CN.
Favorite locomotive.
M420.
Favorite freight car.
Ooh. Autorex.
Ford or Chevy.
Chevy.
Mack or International.
Mac or International.
Yep.
That's like two oranges.
Truck. It's a truck.
I guess I go with the Mac.
Kenworth or Freightliner.
Kenworth.
Mack or Kenworth.
Kenworth.
Kenworth. Okay. Crown Vic or Dodge Interceptor.
Crown Vic.
Nice, you're my man, Trackside Mike. I knew you were gonna say that. Trackside Mike knows I got a deep Ford connection from my time at Talbotville, so
Yeah.
I love my Crown Vic. Did you ever get the ride in a Mercury or that dual exhaust one? Not the Marauder. Did you ever ride in the Marauder?
Oh yeah.
They only made like 40,000 of those.
Yeah, they were limited.
Oh,
For sure.
You could peel the side of steel off them.
Chili
All right.
dog.
Favorite industry to model?
Ooh. Refiner.
Pre-production, post-production, or byproducts of the refinery?
Pre-production. Post.
So post. So finished oil going out or empties going out that had crude?
Going out. Had crude.
Going out had crude. Okay. My favorite industry outside of automotive assembly plant would either be a multi-purpose agriculture elevator that can take either fertilizer or that can do drying of corn or soybeans.
Okay.
Because you can have colorful hoppers.
Yeah. I do have a feed mill or a grain elevator too.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, Joe.
NCE or Digitrax?
NCE. Well, I'm NCE.
Okay.
I don't have Digitrax. Just there's
ESU or ESU or Soundtracks?
ESU.
I'm a both guy.
You're both guy. Soundtracks.
I like both. I like both. GE or EMD?
Ooh, tough one. That's a split between the middle. GMD.
GMD is the correct answer.
Yeah,
The London Connection, yes.
yeah. That's why I was like, ooh, that's a tough one.
What new industry that you wish you could model on your layout, but you can't because of either space or other?
Ooh. Well, that's why I got to do the second level for the container yard
Okay,
because of space. Could be a big yard.
nice.
Got to knock down the wall.
Mine actually is an oil refinery. I wish I could do an oil refinery.
So if you really want to see good oil refinery, Joe just left. Go check out Joe Raider, Black Rock and Central. You want to see his oil refinery? It's amazing. He's on YouTube. Hey, go check it out. He's got lights on his towers and on the flares. Just like it looks like the place where I work every day.
All right, here's one for you, Mike.
Sure, let her rip.
Favorite foreign power leader that you've seen or want to see?
Ooh, BNSF, Norfolk and Southern, UP. The odd time runs through here, but I'd say BNSF or
In the pumpkin or in the uh, original heritage or in the war bonnet or the barf bonnet?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. My favorite foreign leader I've ever seen was Chicago Northwestern unpatched. One that I would love to see, but I've yet to see it, would either be a TFM or a Ferromex.
Okay.
And they have led before in Ontario.
Crazy J, what's he say?
BNSF UP combo. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Favorite leaser.
Favorite leaser?
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, there's always good stuff around
Well,
Sarnia Yard, is there not?
actually, the Central, we call it the Gray Ghost.
Yeah.
It's the CN Central. It's the old.
Okay.
Actually, I've caught. What's the other one? The Joliet, Illinois one. It's
Oh,
orange.
EJ and E.
Yeah, EJ&E.
Nice.
I've seen that a few times. Thanks, D-Rail Daryl. Thanks for coming out.
So in the 90s, I loved the Hats paint scheme, which was an old black, red, blue with white.
Yeah.
The current one that is in love with is the blue and white CITX. She loves the blue and white. Um, the other one that she really loved there for a while was the X Santa Fe SD75 eyes with the pink nose.
Oh yeah, because it got
And
pink
that's
on it.
and then yeah, oh yeah, she loved the pink. She always has loved the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when the containers come out, the well
Oh,
cards?
I have a unit train of them.
Yeah, you couldn't keep those on the shelf.
No.
Like you go to look for a pink well card, gone.
Oh,
Not anywhere to be found. Should we try? What do we got? One last draw left, don't we?
I think so.
But I can't see the wheel. Let's try it. For some reason, the wheel's gone. I don't know if it times out or what. But let's see if it works. Oh, it's spinning. But you can't see anything. Oh, Wigwag Workshop. Wigwag Workshop. Can you see that? Try and refresh your browser. Okay, how do you do that, Thomas? Huh. Still got the names in there? Okay. Well, we're gonna go with Wigwag because he won that one. And you know what? Thought I seen Crazy J say next draw for your hat. LOL. Hang on a minute. Are you still there, Lauren?
Still here, Mike.
Okay. Hold the fort. I'm feeling generous tonight. I'll do one more spin. And that trucks and stuff is going to Wigwag. Final spin. How about 2 out of 3? I don't know. How you want to do this one?
2 out of 3.
So that's West End Sterling Hat Society. We'll spin that one. So 3 spins, or how do you play this one out?
3 spins.
3 spins. So who do we got? Who's still all in the chat? 26. 26 are still in the chat. We still got Elmar, M&M Rails, Corey. Oh, let's give her. Spin one. So do we leave their names in it
I think so.
and spin 3 times? It's going to get complicated here. So Elmar won that spin, but we got to spin 3 more times. But you could keep spinning until we could be here all night spinning. The best 2 out of 3. Wigwag saying elimination. Okay, how do we do elimination? I'm going to just close it, leave Elmar in it. Spinner again. And that's New Haven. Is New Haven or Elmar still in the chat? Let's ask that way. Let's do it that way. So that's New Haven one. Are they still in the chat? Because if not, we'll take them out. Here, okay, so we're leaving Elmar in. Is New Haven still in the chat? Close the ad. There you go. New Haven still in the chat? I don't see New Haven in the chat.
You ready for another segment there, Trackside?
Yeah. Should I do another spin?
Yeah, one more spin.
Okay. So New Haven's out because
We,
we don't
we don't
think
want to
he's
lose.
still
We
here.
don't want to lose the crowd now.
Yeah, we're not going to lose crowd, but I just seen the numbers just went up.
The network will take away our spot if we lose the crowd.
Oh, Crazy J. So New Haven's out. Crazy J. That's one. That's one and that's one. Okay, what do you got? And I'll leave them there because we're going to keep spinning. Crazy J is still here.
What
Daryl's
freight
still
car?
here.
What freight car do you wish was made, or could be made, or would you like to see made?
Oh, that's an easy one. Auto frames. Flatbed auto frames.
How will I know you say that?
Probably because I bugged you about it.
It is honestly at the top of my list. I need to do a bit more research.
Because there's
I
two
have a
places out of Ontario that they run.
well format in St. Thomas where I grew up.
Yep.
They run the 502 and 501 from actually the 509 and 510. Sorry, the London to Sarnia transfer train.
Yeah.
It's got frames on there. And then they run a lot of frames in if it's going to Oshawa. Did you know that St. Thomas Ford Assembly was the last full frame automotive car built in North America?
Yeah, because they used to run out of St. Thomas in London.
Yep. And they are the last frame car for a car. Everything else is now unibodies. So yeah. Really kind of cool. Favorite locomotive that you like and favorite locomotive that you wish was available?
Oh.
These are hard-hitting questions for a Monday night, Mike.
I know. Well, the GP38, GP40, but they make them, so.
The standard cab or the wide cab?
Ooh. Why?
Because I think the standard cab one, a good CN standard cab one, is definitely needed and it hasn't been made. There's so many good. Atherton's got the 38. They got a 40. Atlas has got a 40, but nobody has a good standard cab right now.
Mm-hmm.
What about? I mean, you're pretty happy with the chop nose slug and mother set coming out, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I can't wait for those bad boys to come out.
Which again was which is a common Sarnia, power, isn't it?
Yep, that's in the yard.
Yeah.
They run the slugs all the time.
Yeah.
GP38 and GP40.
No, but I'm talking with the slug set. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got a couple of those on order. They'll look sweet on the layout. Just trying to watch the chat here too. Going to Jersey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember that. So St. Thomas used to make frames for Oshawa. They made frames for Flint. And they also made frames for New Jersey to go to the Chrysler Newark plant. Do you remember the old Chrysler Aspen? Remember when Chrysler made those big giant SUVs of the mid 2000s? They made the Aspen. What was the other one they made? Wasn't a Durango?
The Duster?
It was a big SUV. It was the Aspen and something else.
SUV.
It was a Dodge one.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, the frames are made in St. Thomas and they got shipped out via Hamilton, via Fort Erie, and then went out on the Norfolk and Southern. Yeah.
What's Chris saying? Compass?
All right, here's one for you.
Could be. I don't know.
Favorite rail fan spot, and where's your next rail fan destination you want to go to?
Ooh. Well, Smith Falls is pretty awesome. And I
You
don't
guys,
know
hit,
if that's
you
just,
guys hit the gold mine that day, and you got the
yeah.
heritage units the same day.
Yeah, like that day was crazy. And those guys said that it's not usually that busy, but it was like one after another. It was like boom, boom, boom. It was like long weekend traffic. I don't know. It was crazy.
Well, that definitely cemented your figure as trackside Mike that day.
Yeah, James is saying 4 a.m. Yeah, I got to get up at 4 a.m.
Tomorrow,
So yeah, it's only 9. I'm heading to Ottawa tomorrow.
nice. Um, so you want to go? So your favorite spot is Smith
Wrangler?
Falls.
Yeah, Smith Falls. Um,
So where do you want to go to next that you haven't been to?
Probably London, and I know it's close, right? You got
Okay.
London Yard. I'm not sure where there's some really good spots. Oh, there is one spot there by uh Strathroy. I haven't hit that one yet. Uh, so it's right where CN and CP kind of meet.
Kamoka.
Yeah, in that area. Yeah,
Yeah, down by the Little Beaver restaurant.
yeah, it could be. Crazy
Yeah,
J might know where that is.
yeah. That's Oh, I don't know the name of the diamond. Um, but yeah, where the CP and the CN go over each other. Um,
Laval, Quebec.
oh, I would say right now my favorite is, if I have Isabel, it's either we go to Paris Junction or we go to the Brantford station.
Yeah,
Um,
the Paris.
I love going to Bayview, but it's not really child friendly and there's no bathrooms around. Um, my favorite spot as a kid, uh, as CP 3068 put in there, Northeast.
Yeah,
I love going to Northeast, Mike. I actually watch that rail cam every day.
is that up
Um,
by the Horseshoe Curve?
no, that's between Erie, Pennsylvania, and Buffalo.
Okay, but
On
Horseshoe's down toward
horse
south of
horse.
that.
So Northeast is on the New York Central Waterline route, whereas
Yeah.
Horseshoe is on the Pennsylvania Railroad route.
Yes.
My favorite spot as a kid, we went to a place called Silver Creek, and probably CP 368 knows about that location, Silver Creek. Yeah, the Melrose Diamond. There we go.
Yeah, that's it. Melrose Diamond.
Silver Creek was my one of favorite spot as a kid. Um,
Silver Creek, that's where Tim's from, I think.
Silver Creek, New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
368.
cool.
Did I get that right, Tim?
Um, our current spot right now that me and Daytona go to when we go across the states before the pandemic, we usually went to Broadway or we went to Blasdale. Um, Occasionally I'll meet Andrew at Nanacoke and we watch trains come in with Izzy. The other common spot that I really want to get back to is I went a lot to it with my dad in the 2000s was a place called Blue Island. It's in Chicago. It's 24 tracks wide, Mike.
24 tracks wide.
Yeah.
That's a busy yard.
Yeah, it's kind of a hood too, but you go with it.
Yeah.
Um, I've taken Sarah to Tehachapi twice. I've been to Tehachapi 3 times. Been to Cahoon. I've been to
Nice.
Barstow. I've been to Horseshoe Curve. I have not been to the backside of Horseshoe Curve. Remember back in the summer where Lionel was showing pictures of him and Uncle Dave Abley's?
Yep.
There's a special spot on the backside of Horseshoe Curve where Lionel and Dave were. Um, Bernard, he went to Crescent and he did the Rockville Bridge until the train destroyed his sunroof.
Ooh.
You didn't know about that story?
No.
Yeah, the train's ballast flew at him and it cracked the back of his sunroof when he went to Timonian.
Ooh.
Um, I've been to Santa Fe Junction, but I haven't been there for a while. I've been to Hammond, Indiana. Been to Gary. Been to Toledo. I've never been to Berea. but I've been to Maumee. I've been to Bellevue. Daytona wants to go back there because they have a old museum there.
That's a lot
I
of good spots there.
I've been to the Grange where they had the train go down the middle of the road.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I've seen
Sarah's
Josh
uncle
do that one.
Sarah's uncle lives 10 minutes south of there in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep.
So when we go down to Kentucky, I basically hide at Foster or not Grange for half the day. all Generally all the relatives think I'm in a bad mood, but no, I just disappear to go to the Grange because it's one of the only spots left in North America with mainline trains going on street running, and I think I love street running.
Yeah.
I went to
That's
Erie,
pretty wild to
Pennsylvania.
see.
I went to Erie, Pennsylvania before they ripped it up because Erie had street running too, Mike, in the '90s.
Yeah.
Norfolk and Southern did. Um, I actually think the next one I really want to do is I either want to go to Moffat Tunnel or I want to do some rail fanning along the Donner Pass.
Mm.
And I would love to incorporate that in a family trip. If I was going to be a Canadian, do a Homer. Anywhere around Mac Yard is really cool. And if I was out west, I would love to do Rogers Pass and the spiral tunnels.
Yeah, I've been through Rogers Pass.
You were on the train or just drove through?
Drove.
Okay.
Wow. Train would be pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's on the bucket list to do. Take the Vancouver train.
The other one that I've heard a lot about is coming into Montreal. There's about 8 tracks wide where it shows the CN, CP, and then the. So, did you know this trackside, Mike, that NS and CSX still come into Montreal daily to interchange?
No, I did not know that. We still have CSX here, and we
I know you have CSX in Sarnia from Comber all the way to Sarnia.
yeah.
So you have that. We still have Norfolk and Southern in Ontario at Fort Erie. So I love going down to Fort Erie and watching all the interchange trains. That's why I model well into Fort Erie. I mean, that's
Yeah.
my love. My love. People don't realize it how rich rail fanning was in Ontario, especially Southern Ontario, and how not rich it is anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the
Like,
Queso double track main line, which was Conrail, Penn Central, Amtrak, Chessie, CSX. It's gone. We had
yeah.
Norfolk and Southern, which is gone. CN and CP have basically only have the main line. They don't have any trunk lines. I definitely encourage people that, if you want to see trains in Ontario, it really is the short lines that are really at it, Mike. If you go and see OSR for the day or Geo Rail
Yeah.
or some of the other ones, even down by you, I mean, look at all the cool power that's down at the Lambton Diesel all the time, parked there for rework.
Yep. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's right at the station there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right at the rail yard there where I'm at all the time.
Yeah.
Been working on slugs and stuff over there lately.
A lot of switchers and a lot of Jeep 9s getting there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Derek Alexander's got a good comment. I've watched Mighty Trains before, and I would love to do the Rocky Mountaineer and the Canadian. My wife and I have talked about that one.
Yeah. That's the bucket list.
Yeah. I think the Rocky Mountaineer is like 3 times the price of the Canadian, though. Like it's a terrible cost, but like it's worth it.
Yeah.
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 As for railroads that I haven't seen that I would love to see, there's one down in Arizona and California called the Apache Railroad. I'd love to do that one. And the other one I would love to do, and I haven't ran it yet, I'd love to do the Denver and Rio Grande up in Colorado, Mike. The narrow gauge steam. Are you a steam guy,
right.
Mike? Are you a steam guy, Mike, or not really?
Not really. I used to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I never had good luck with them back then because they derail or the screws would come out of the arms.
Oh, but what about real steam? Would you ever ride real steam?
Oh yeah, like I would love to go to Pennsylvania.
And go to Scranton for the day?
Yeah.
Steamtown?
Yeah, Steamtown.
One of my friends, Hunter, he did the big boy chase when they brought the big boy through the states a couple years back.
Yeah.
I can't believe the number of droves. Did I ever tell you that? When the big boy was doing its cross United States thing, every day Isabel with her bottle would want to watch the big boy going across United States.
Oh wow.
She loved watching the big boy.
Now they still have what, 2 in service or 1?
2, and they're trying to restore 2 more.
Yeah, that's just phenomenal. Like we got, what is it, 56? I can't remember the number. That just sits up on an old deadline there.
We have nothing. We have nothing in this country other than 28. Other than 2816, the CP one.
Yeah.
And then 2810. That's it.
The rest are all just put somewhere at the museum. Dead.
They're all either dead. I mean, the Waterloo St. Jacobs got a really nice steam program. The Tottenham South Simcoe's got a nice steam program, but a lot of the rest of the steam are just sitting there rusting away, rotten.
Yeah, like we got one that sits in the park.
Yeah. Fort Erie's got a big northern that sits down in the park just by the crossing bridge, just sits there.
Yeah. A lot of history there, that's for sure.
So CP36 got a good comment there about Elco's. I definitely love going seeing the Buffalo Southern. I've done that a couple of times. I've done the Delaware Lackawanna and Western. I wish I had done the Western New York and Pennsylvania one when they had the big Elcos. Yeah. And I just see some of the comments about the big boy. Yeah. I mean, the big boy's probably the most iconic steam locomotive in history, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just seen clips or newsreels of it, right?
Yeah.
There's still a place in Detroit, I think, that does the Tom
Oswasso.
Yeah.
Yep, they have a steam program every summer. So, yeah. Well, I loved having you on. I loved you having me on the show tonight, Mike.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming up there, Clark.
Definitely.
We got to wheel a few more times to see about this hat.
Yeah, definitely. If you want, you and James want to have me back as a guest, or maybe I'll interview Trackside Mike and James and be the roving PR man for the night.
Got my microphone here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Back to you, Dave. All right.
Eye on the sky.
Eye in the sky. I appreciate you coming out.
Thanks,
a lot of good stuff sharing with us tonight. And you're more than welcome here anytime.
Thanks again, Mike. And I'll definitely keep you up to date as I get more updates from the factory, and I'll pass them along your way. And maybe after Springfield, we could do an after Springfield wrap-up show.
Sure, sounds great.
Especially if you're going to go to it, maybe we can have a, what made Springfield 2023 so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sure, the guests appreciate it, and we appreciate you coming out, helping out tonight, and we'll see you probably in a couple days or so. I gotta get some more ballast
and some more Via cars.
The other one won't be in until January sometime, so that's all right.
You got time, Trackside Mike.
Make another trip down. Eh?
Oh, always
got time. Thanks, Court. Stick around, boys. We're gonna still spin the wheel a couple more times. Oh, it wants to refresh again. Yeah, it doesn't like sitting still, eh? And see about this giving away the West End. All right, Lord. Thanks for coming out. Take care, and we're going to drop you down.
Thanks,
Till the next time. Oh, he jumped off just like that. Keep her on the tracks. All right. So, John. So, the names we still got left to know. I'm going to add this to the stream. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Right now, we got Elmar at 1 and Crazy J. New Haven's not in. So we'll spin the wheel a couple more times and see if we can get rid of this hat. Oh, Jim Tedesco, he's not even here. This could be down to a show off. Oh, New Haven saying he's here now. Okay, well, now we got 1-1. This could be all night show. Okay, well, Jim here. Jim's not here. We're going to take Jim out. Artie's still on. Click to remove. Okay. Easy enough. Boom. Spinner again. Because if not, we're going to be all night. Who won the hat? Oh. Artie's got one down. This could be a while here, folks. So we got Elmar 1, Crazy J, New Haven 1, Artie 1. Close that. Elmar's still here. Yeah, I know you're still here. We're doing 3 out of 1. Best 3 out of 1. Or 3 out of 2, whatever you call it. Oh boy. Now we got M&M rails. Mark's still here, or is he gone? What are we seeing? Mark's still here, or is he gone? I didn't see Mark say goodbye or anything there tonight. No, he's still here, so we'll leave him in there. That's one of them. Oh, we got a good running of hats here for sure. Probably costs you $70 to get the hat in Australia. Yeah, no doubt in my mind. Curly says, Mark who? Let's spin her again. Who? Mark almost got 2. Well, there's Corey. That puts Corey on the list. That's 1 for Corey. Corey's still here? Corey's still here. Corey is still here? You start removing names, that's gonna speed up the process. One said, yep, he's here. Corey's here, okay. We'll leave Corey's name in there and spin her again, folks. Oh, that's 2 for Elmar. Close that, leaves the name in. And who do we got now? This could be a while spinning the wheel. Oh, that's 2 for Artie. All right. We're getting close now here, folks. Any one of these 2 get her next. That's who gets the hat. M&M rails. So we've got a good running here. Let's do a shuffle. Let's try the shuffle out too. So that's 2. Let's do a shuffle. All right. Shuffle her up. Shuffle her up. Shuffle her up. Here we go for the spin. And we're spinning. No way. That's 3 for Artie. Congratulations, Artie, on the hat. Let me know if you want the hat. Hopefully, I don't know how it's going to go over to Australia. Hopefully it stays like that. So Artie, if you're still in the chat, let us know if you want the hat or you want us to hold it till you come over. I'll send you an email. Okay, Artie. Send me an email. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. I had a good time tonight doing that. Appreciate it. Gonna close that out. Go back to the chat. Oh, close that out. We got replayers up, man, in there. There you go. I think we're still on. YouTube trying to catch up. Those are kangaroo shoes. All right, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all coming out tonight. I hope you had fun. Thanks for helping me celebrate the milestone of 300. And on that note, I got to get off to the hay and get ready for an early morning. So until then, till the next time, we'll see you next. So Thursday, let me get that up here before I run. Yeah, Thursday we're on Go Big or Go Home channel. Next Monday, that is day after New Year's Day, the Monday, we're on James Galton's channel. Yeah, thanks, Daryl. And don't forget, what I got. Send me an email if anybody was interested in GV or Otter Valley Railroad track gauge. And send me an email if anybody's interested in a little trackside mic swag. Anyways, let me know. Send me an email. Send me an email on the post. Oh, yeah. Thanks, sir, Artie. Cab Crew is Wednesday, and I believe it's on Thomas Grassie's channel. Wednesday. Mike, wait. Send me. Okay, thanks, Tim. Yeah, I'll get a hold of Sparky. Find out when Sparky's doing that. Imagine this week he'd be probably posting the winning folks out there, and I could probably do that. Send it out with Sparky's gift. I'll get a hold of Sparky. And no, I appreciate everybody coming out. Hope you had fun tonight. I know I did. That was awesome having a guest up tonight. I think next week, I can't say, but I know James has a guest. So I'll just leave that as a surprise. James got a guest next week. We're going to hold that guy to it. So until then, almost 3 hours. Holy mackerel. Time flies when you're having fun, folks. Yeah, it's on Thomas Grassie's channel. Excuse me. Wednesday night, Cab Crew. Thursday is Go Big or Go Home. I don't believe Crooked River and Eastern is his schedule is still busy, so he's not doing the Cab Crew the morning brew. And thanks, Lauren. That was fun. Thursday at 6 is Jim Tedesco. Jim cut it loose early for us last week because we did the pregame show. And I'm going to cut you short on that note. 2 hours and 50 minutes and 20 seconds. Probably could go for another 10, but I got to have me dinner and hit the hay. So on that note, folks, you know what? Till the next time, keep it on the tracks.